Hey everybody, I'm Spencer Whelan with the Texas Whiskey Association, and I am here with Robert Likarish and Marcia Likarish of Ironroot Republic Distilling, and we have some really exciting news to talk to you guys about today. So why don't you tell me what you just found out about this week?
Well, we just found out that Whisky Magazine named our Harbinger bourbon best bourbon in the world this year.
For those of you that aren't aware, bourbon is actually a product of the United States.
That's right.
So the best bourbon in the United States is going to be the best bourbon in the world.
Exactly.
And so it's this product right here.
Exactly.
Correct? Mm-hmm. So what is the composition of this?
So Harbinger is going to be our bourbon that focuses a lot on our Bloody Butcher corn.
Yeah.
So it's Bloody Butcher, purple corn, flint corn, yellow corn, and a little bit of rye.
Talk a little bit about the qualifications of this award, because there are a lot of awards in the whiskey world, but this one is actually particularly unique.
It's one of the big ones. So one, it's credited by Whisky Magazine. The judges that are the ones that do the blind judging on this are some of the best, but it's a lot of just really, really well qualified judges, which is what makes this such a huge honor. And as far as I know, none of them are from Texas even, so
Yep.
It's having people outside of Texas recognizing what we as a group are collectively achieving in Texas is it's so huge to us.
Of course, they may not have known it was Texas because it's blind.
And
but
that's amazing.
And the extra thing on that is it's not a single tasting. You go through 3 layers, so it's not just a one-time chance.
I was talking about this earlier, but we started the decade with Balcones Distilling winning Best in Glass, beating every single malt in the world. We have now completed the decade in 2020 with you guys winning Best Bourbon in the world, the 2 largest categories of whiskey in the world. And in between that, Jared Hempstead, our president of the association, has won Master Distiller of the Year. Right? So like Texas is coming into its own in this decade.
It is. I mean, in Garrison, Dan, their Balmoral and Cowboy have been named Best Micro Whiskey of the Year by Jim Murray.
Jim Murray's Whiskey Bible, Best Micro Whiskey Bourbon.
You want to talk about hitting all the like major accreditors of whiskey. We've started accomplishing them all. And I think that any person that's gone through the process of making something, when you have someone recognize that you do a great job, that your blood, sweat, and tears have been worth it and worth it to somebody else, I think that's the biggest thing for us, is just seeing how much that means to other people, and how seeing other people getting to enjoy it, I think, and to make it makes it all worth it. We are a small family business. Even the people who aren't blood related are now family to us. And it's a small, tight-knit group, and it's doing something collectively together as a family. There's nothing quite like it, because you're there with each other for the ups and the downs, and obviously this is a huge up for us, and it's a giant time to celebrate.
We wish Jonathan was here to celebrate with us.
I know. I wish he was too.
Yeah, because
Jonathan,
he is.
We appreciate you, and
thanks for being up at the distillery making whiskey today.
Exactly. Well, they call you the mother of Texas whiskey.
Isn't that special? Yes, it is.
And you are. And we thank you so much for being a part of this association. Thank you so much for producing what you guys do and for being who you are. And this is huge, not just for you, but this is huge for the entire Texas whiskey industry. And we're excited about the next decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. So for those of you out there, thank you so much for being a part of the Texas Whiskey Association. Be a part of the Texas Whiskey Trail. Go see these guys up in Denison, Texas.
Please do.
Yeah, come on up.
And try out the best bourbon in the world.
Thank you.